Hey, what's going on, guys? Ada here, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a tutorial on how to animate in Animate CC. The first thing you want to do is, once you open the program, you'll be greeted with this screen. What you want to do is, you'll see this. It says Create New. You go to Action, and you go down here, and you'll find Action Script 3.0. You press that because that's the canvas that you want. Now that we're here, if you want to start animating, you need frames. And if you want to get frames, you bring your mouse over here and hold it and drag it to how many ever frames you want. For this video, I'm going to keep 25. I guess that will be sufficient. And then when this is orange, you right click. Now I just failed in clicking right click. You right click and then you'll find all these options. The option that you want to click is convert to blank keyframes, and I will convert all of them into blank keyframes. Now before you start animating, what you want to do is go to this panel. Over here there are a bunch of options like layer, create new layer, new folder, and delete. You'll have go to the beginning, go to the end, skip a frame, go back a frame, and play. And you also have short mechanisms. If you want to skip one frame, you can use the period button, and if you want to go back a frame, you can use the comma button that's on your keyboard. Now in these options, the one that you want for animation is this. Now you have two types of onion skins. You have the normal onion skin and you have the onion skin outlines. I would suggest onion skin outlines because it's easier to trace over if you're doing a repetitive frame for in your animation. Now you get to animate. You come here and press the brush tool, or you can press B on your keyboard and it will bring you to the brush tool. Down here you will have all the options that for the brush. And the option that you will be using for the brush is the fill tool. If you're doing a normal animation, I'd suggest the color black. And now you can see, I'm sorry about that, so I'm sorry for the noise in the background, but as you can see, there is the small rectangle that keeps moving when you move your mouse. That's actually the brush, and if you want, you can get a bigger size. And the brush size will be right over here below the color. So it will be the same size as your brush over here. Now you can choose any size you want, but the size I would recommend is this one. The one that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 sizes away from the one that they keep. And if you're using a tablet like I am, use pressure sensitivity, because the harder you press, the thicker it is. The lighter you press, the thinner it is. So you really don't have to change the brush size, but I would recommend changing the brush size. If you want to delete all that and you don't want to use the eraser tool, you can just press V or bring you to the tool on the top. You can select all of this and press delete. Now we can start animating. Just wait a second. I have to delete some script. And you'll know if a frame has been filled with a drawing or not, because when it is, the circle in the middle of each of those triangles will be black. And if it's not filled with anything, it will be gray. Sorry about the noise in the background. My little brother is crying. So, here we go. If you're doing a basic animation, I wouldn't suggest doing any high drawings like a person's face moving that's realistic. I would just start out with stick figures. Now, I draw stick figures like this. You can draw stick figures anywhere you want. And this is the way that I prefer because it's easier to move all limbs. And when you move to the next frame, this is the outline on your screen. It's easier to trace, and that's all you have to do basically. You have to continue to do that each frame. So I'm just going to keep moving his head. This is a really basic animation, and it's not one of the better animations that I've done, but it's still an animation. So this is what we want to keep doing to start out your animation. And there are also in-betweens, which are frames that are in between frames that give a more realistic movement. I would suggest to do that if you want a smoother animation, but if you want to do just a basic one like the one that I'm doing, I would suggest not to use the in-betweens for basic animations like this, because you can keep doing the in-betweens as a normal frame. And if you want tweens, which I will talk about later, if you guys want another animation tutorial video, I will talk about tweens. They will basically give an object a more fluid movement, so you can use them if you're making a stick figure jump, and you can use them if you want to shapeshift an object. Those are called motion tweens and shape tweens. And this is how you make a simple 2D animation. And it's really basic and easy. People say that animation is really tough and tedious. I agree with the tedious part, but it's not hard. All you need is practice, and that will let you animate really good. And another tip, if you're using pressure sensitivity, it's going to be a little bit hard like it is for me because I don't usually use pressure sensitivity, but I would recommend it if you use a tablet and you don't want to keep changing brush sizes for different things like details. And I underestimated how many frames I would need for this. So if you want to delete a frame, you just have to select all the frames, right click, and under insert frame it will say remove frames. Once you do that, all you have to do is play it from the beginning. And action. Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, there are also frames per second. That was 24 frames per second. And if you want to change the frames per second, you press V, tap anywhere here, go to properties, and you will get this panel. In this panel, underneath publish and underneath properties, you'll see frames per second. And you can choose any frames you want, but what I would suggest is 12 or 9 frames per second if you're a beginner. It will give really nice movement like that. If you use in between this animation, you can make animations that are really good, but I'll explain those to you guys later. And that's all for today. That's all I'm going to cover for animation basics on Animate CC. If you guys want more tutorials on how to animate on Animate CC, leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment saying that you want more tutorials. See you guys later. Bye!